So, I've had an interesting time recently with the some of the BMX. They're not BMX videos; they're just videos about gossip and bullshit. And I've had some really good. I've had lots of likes and some positive comments. In the last week or so, some of my favourite negative comments. One of them was, I think it was 2 words, and it was bottom feeder. And then the other comment was was quite ironic. There was a guy who was talking about how all the BMXers are childish, and how by commenting on it I'm childish. And this is a guy who goes around and writes comments on other people's YouTube videos. So I'm really late with this, and I've been thinking about shouldn't I? I've been trying to keep myself busy doing other things, but the temptation's getting the better of me. So a few days ago, a statement was posted to the Mafiabike Instagram, and it's a statement from William Marc Edward Brotherton, the director of Stomp Racing Limited, Mafiabikes. So let's start again. So this is a reading from William Marc Edward Brotherton's statement. I'll read the whole thing basically. Recently, there has been a series of videos released on YouTube, including by Ryan Taylor, Mark Webb and Pinder Singh, the main purpose of which has been to defame me and Mafiabikes and to harm our reputation. Initially, I've been reluctant to respond to the allegations they made in these videos, but due to the high number of plain untruths, inaccuracies and blatant fabrication of facts, I have decided to set the record straight by responding to each of their allegations in turn. Allegation that I use a fake ID. My full name and the one on my passport is William Marc Edward Brotherton. William is just one of my given names, but I've always been known from birth as Mark among family, friends and business colleagues. Ever since Mark Webb saw the name printed on my passport, he has been trying to make some sort of conspiracy out of it, which is ridiculous. Allegation that I am a con artist, shady guy, fucking dodgy, and that we are cowboys and shady people. I absolutely refute this allegation and categorically state that I have never attempted to trick others by persuading them to believe something that is not true. I have merely carried out my duty to my company staff and riders to create the best possible products for a given price point, to make those products look and feel exciting and desirable, and to market them in such a way that they encourage and enable young people to get out and ride. This is what every major company in this industry is doing, and there is nothing shady or dodgy about it. Allegation that I am racist. I am not, nor have I ever been a racist. I am a pacifist and strong believer that trade, business, understanding and discussion can conquer all global issues. I do not see colour, borders or religion, only people. It is easy to make jokes in the course of business dealings, but when isolated messages are taken out of context, they can appear much more malicious or prejudiced than they actually are. The text messages that Pinder Singh used as evidence that I am racist were entirely taken out of context, deliberately done to mislead. Thankfully, I have kept the full chain of text messages. For instance, the following are examples of our banter and where the messages in question were taken from and modified to remove comments made by Pinder. I'll put a link to the document below. I'm not going to go through and read all the text messages. Okay, so back to the document. That I have no experience of BMX. I am a design engineer and businessman, not a professional BMX rider, but I dispute the claim that I have no experience of BMX or the implication that I cannot ride one. I've owned a Californian mongoose since I was 9 and actively rode it during my university years and still do a bit of mountain biking and road riding. I have also been involved in BMX design, development, manufacture and sales since 2009 and actively rode BMX badly during the amateur years. That we are producing, extorting products, exploiting vulnerable kids, and that we are money hungry. The aim of our business has always been to present high quality and fun products to our customers. I am a qualified professional design engineer. To make poor quality products is simply not an option for me. We do not exploit vulnerable kids or extort money. You only have to look at on Instagram and YouTube to see the thousands of videos of happy customers or read the hundreds of reviews on Amazon and elsewhere. Ultimately, our business team has been successful at delivering its mission, which may have led to Ryan Taylor's accusation of being money hungry. On a business level, I understand that there are price points and there is a demand for BMX products that work, even for those who possibly could not afford to go into a bike shop and pay £500 for a complete bike. I saw the low quality bikes that were being offered in the market at a £200 price point. This was around 6 years ago. Heavy and barely resembling a BMX, some with disc brakes, I saw an opportunity and a business model that could deliver to customers a working BMX with correct modern geometry to allow them to progress. This opportunity was there for anyone to take, and others have since followed, including Ryan Taylor and Collective Bikes. That we copied their bike. Marc Webb claimed that we copied the Total BMX frames. This is totally untrue. At the time that Marc was referring to, he had been riding for Unknown Bike Co. UK Bike Co. We went to the same factory that made those frames in Taiwan and discussed why the frames were failing. The market demanded ultra lightweight frames at that time, and with lightweight ultimately comes easier failure. Stephen, the factory boss, told me he had warned UK Bike Co that the frames were not safe and that he would not provide a warranty for them. Amazingly, UK Bike Co offered a lifetime warranty. We then discussed the design issues and made alterations to the butting thickness, geometry, etc., and created 2 new frame designs for our brand Amity Bike Co. For the record, I have never even held a Total BMX frame in my hands before, let alone copied one. The Rocker BMX was and is a fun and safe product for kids and adults to mess about with and to get an introduction to the world of BMX tricks. I personally designed our product from scratch, came up with the branding and invested in protection of the intellectual property. Later iterations of the product have been completed in-house or sometimes with the collaboration of competition winners in terms of the colorways, and we have also used external professional designers to contribute to the design of our free coaster and CNC sprocket. Ryan Taylor's claim that he designed the product and branded it is a blatant lie. For the record, Ryan was offered a share of profits which he turned down in favour of a lump sum to promote the product. He didn't want ownership, yet somehow claims it now. That Mafiabikes is a mafia, has no good intentions and is an organised crime. The name Mafiabikes was inspired by our experience of dealing with the BMX industry. It is a rhetorical name and making a tongue-in-cheek reference to the old-school BMX industry as it was. Mafiabikes is not a mafia nor an organised crime organisation. It is just our brand name, and we have 100% good intentions and will continue to strive to make the best and highest quality products to introduce as many people as we possibly can to a sport that we love and are passionate about. We have continually pushed for positivity in everything we do and do not achieve our aims by creating negative drama. We have recently started involving specialist BMX stores in our sales, and our first jam was a massive success which will pave the way for more later this year. Last year, I am proud to say that we raised a significant sum of money for Stephen Murray, working with Stay Strong, and will continue to do our bit, supporting good causes in and around the industry. Oh, this is so long. That we bought Harry Main's The Wandering Limited and liquidated it. We went into business with Harry Main by becoming fellow shareholders in his company, The Wandering Limited. Ryan Taylor's claim that we liquidated the company is untrue. The company remains registered and active. We decided to create the Cry and Aero Steez brands and moved away from the Wandering brand simply because we found out that somebody else in Italy already owns the brand throughout Europe, and we did not want to risk further litigation with them. All my statements above can either be verified from information in the public domain or from evidence held by us or by independent third parties. The BMX community should be made aware that the raft of videos released about us recently have been calculated attempts to bring me and my business into bad repute and to brand me personally as a con artist and more. I owe it to our fantastic dedicated team, my wife and family, to make this statement. I'm sure videos and rumours will continue to surface, and ultimately people will believe what they want to believe. But as far as I'm concerned, I have nothing more to say in response to these allegations. There will be no video between Harry Main and myself. My belief is that this will only further fuel unnecessary controversy. Finally, I just want to say, whatever you ride, get out there and enjoy it. For us in the Northern Hemisphere, summer's almost here and it's been a long winter. Marc, Brotherton, Stomp Racing Limited. So what do you think? Now you've heard that and probably gone off and read it, what are your comments? Please comment below and suggest further reading. Okay, thanks a lot if you've found this useful, and I'm trying to do something useful here because I know that, you know, people are really busy. Not everybody's on Instagram, not everyone's had time to go and look at this statement. So I'm trying to do something positive here. I know a lot of people will think that I'm not, and I'll get lots of comments about being a, what was it again, a bottom feeder. So, you know, comment away. Thanks. Please comment. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and click the bell. Thanks a lot. Bye.